Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Debs and this is Silver Valley Flame. Please like as you come in and subscribe if you haven't done already. I would very much appreciate it. I just wanted to do an update on the last video I done on Jack and Lilly Sullivan, the two children that have gone missing from Nova Scotia and Canada. Over the last few days, I have been looking deeply into it, and I also had a session with a medium friend of mine. I didn't tell her anything about the case other than there were two very young children in Canada missing. So we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be talking about this card here that fell off my table. I wasn't even using the deck, into the little pocket here at the side of my desk. And with it, I was given the words, "There is something in the works." So at the time, I thought the chemistry was to do with drugs. And although I do feel that this does play a major part in this case, I also, upon pondering upon it, came together a lot more validations that give the meaning behind why I got this card. Um, so with it saying there's something in the works, it just clicked with me. Waterworks. We were talking about the reservoir, the circular building that we weren't too sure of what it was. And it was if they just give me waterworks, you need to look into the waterworks. So a subscriber added the reservoir circular image to an AI, and the description was that it's a circular reservoir and it's located at 1610 Reservoir Street. It appears to be water storage facility, possibly for local water. Now, I believe this reservoir is no longer in use. You could correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't really matter if it is or it isn't, but I just get the feeling that it isn't. But we will go into that a wee bit more later on as well. So going back to my friend who is a medium. So I gave her the photo of the two children yesterday. She doesn't watch television or YouTube. She's quite a bit older than me, so she doesn't really. She's not up to date with all of that kind of stuff. And so I just said, what do you get? I'm telling you about these children, and I showed her their photographs. So I've just written down here. I'm going to read it. What exactly her words? And again, these are just messages that come through from spirit, their feelings, their sensations, their images that were given. And don't shoot the messenger, guys. I'm just passing on what I've got and what she gave to me. Okay. So hopefully it will help us put together some kind of location. So she said she became cold and saw a barrel. She was given the image of a barrel, like a tin barrel. And she didn't see the children, but she sensed them as if they were inside the barrel. And she also felt that their bodies had been disintegrated by some kind of chemical. That was the feeling. She said she just got that feeling that, like that, disintegrating, and she just felt it in her body. She also sensed that they were together and also in some type of large outlet pipe that was connected to water. So when she said all that, I hadn't told her anything that I had got because we wanted to go in with a blank page. and then I told her what I had got. So this backs up my initial feelings and images given. If you remember, if you've seen my previous videos, when I tuned in a few weeks back, if you remember, I said I felt the children were squashed in a container, and I did feel strongly that there was a lid. Um, because I was given the sensation all over my body just of being compact, and something pressing down on the head, from head to toe. So that was okay. Then I took all that on board, and then I did some research on the waterworks in Canada. So I'm going to bring this up now. Just move it over. Get it a bit bigger if I can. Move these out of the way. There we go. Again, guys, with the reservoir being one that possibly isn't used, I thought to myself, that is the perfect hiding place to put bodies, because people wouldn't be going and checking it and all the rest of it. I also asked, do they put chemicals in the works of reservoirs? And the answer came back, yes, they put chemicals in to treat certain bacterias. But on reflection about that, I don't really think that applies, because this feels more like a deliberate action in regards to the chemistry part of things. Let me just get my screen back here for you. So this is a card here that, ignore this bit down here, that fell out of the side of my desk into the little pocket. And chemicals, obviously, chemistry, chemicals. So that's what made me research chemicals. They put chemicals in the works, waterworks. But I noticed that everything has a meaning in spirit when you're working with spirit. There's a marker on this card. There isn't a marker in any of the cards in this little deck, okay? It's just like a pen marker. And putting two to two together, they're telling me that the chemical reference is a marker. In other words, they give me in the waterworks. So it's not as if you need to go to the waterworks to put in chemicals to find what it is you're looking for. This is like a marker. The spirit are saying, go to the place where there is water. Go to the place where there is the workings of how, the water moves, and that's where you will get your answer. These reservoirs are different. I've made a wee note here, and they have pipework underneath them. These particular reservoirs we're talking about. And so the pipework must run from the reservoir to serve the surrounding area, or did when it was in use. So all these things we're going to take into account when we do this short reading. So what I want to do basically is clarify this card a wee bit more and ask a few questions and see if Spirit will give us something else in regards to what we just said. That's not for me. I haven't even asked the question yet. Okay, Spirit. Could you please tell us the reason behind the card on the table, and give us as much detail as you can, please, of why you draw our attention to the chemistry card and the marker that is up on the left-hand side. We'll pull tarot, and then we'll pull some of the Whispers of the Unsolved, I think. Okay, here goes. Let's see what we get. The Knight of Cups. A message of love. A message from Spirit with love. Okay? Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is letting your defenses down, opening up something. What else, please? These two here. The Tower. So that is a message of very instant change. So you see where the lightning is hitting the top of the tower and breaking it off. It's like, this is the release. But what have we got that came out with it? The Page of Swords. So this is a study, okay? This is us studying. And this is the beginning of taking action in order to find something that is going to bring in major transformation. When the Tower appears, it's always shocking. It's always truth. It's always necessary when the Tower appears. But I'm particularly drawn to this card. All the Towers are different in every deck. The way the lightning is coming in here, and it's like, we need to. It's like the lid, isn't it? Taking the lid off the Tower. It's like we need to crack this open. We need to set these children free. Seven of Wands in reverse, and in the bottom of the deck, the Emperor. So that is, this in this case would be law enforcement. This is power. This is those who have the power to actually go and investigate and open this up. The Moon, the mystery, what's hidden. The Truth, the High Priestess. Again, what's hidden? What's hidden, and the High Priestess knows the truth. Okay, it's the uncovering. The Four of Discs. The Four of Discs is being closed off. Okay, uncovering what is being closed off to bring balance. The Two of Discs, because this is something very unusual, and this is something very stagnant and very still, and something that has been not going anywhere, basically. So if the children were in moving water, we wouldn't be seeing the Hangman, because the Hangman is still, okay? He's not moving, but he's also very unusual. He's looking at something in a different way. They're giving us the story here. And this is the burden. This is what we need to lift. to find these children. The Knight of Discs, it has been taking a long time, but the Knight of Discs, he's very practical, and he puts everything in place, and he finds his destination in his own time. All right, I think that's where that ends there. Okay. Let's go into the whispers, I think, and ask a few questions. So this deck comes in a very big. Okay, so I usually just split it in two. And I'm drawn to this section of it here, and then we'll use the other section if I'm drawn to it as well. But let's ask. So Spirit have given us that card. They just explained it's a message of love, and it's telling us that with the Tower that this is going to come down. I just want to get further clarification. Tunnel, underground, and love. So what did I just say? The message of love, okay, from Spirit in regards to underground, where the children are, and some kind of whether it's a pipe or a tunnel, something underground. Okay, I'm drawn to the second half of the deck now, and let's ask another question. I don't even think I got asking a question. They just come out. Spirit just wanted to validate, what I had just explained. So let's ask another question. Who put the children there? Who put the children there? Please, Spirit. Who was it that actually placed the children there? That makes me think DREGS, someone who was high. Justice Karma at the bottom of the deck. Evidence. So that's secluded area at the bottom of the deck as well. It's like Canada, isn't it, too? When you look at that card. Male, giving us the story again. This is how I read tarot. They usually give it to me this way. A male who was high on DREGS brought the evidence to children to a secluded area, water and land. Okay. It was a male. Okay. I think that's as far as we go with that one. Okay. Let's ask Spirit if the bodies are, in fact, this, I don't even like to say the words, affected by chemicals, let's just put it that way. Are the bodies affected by chemicals? This is a card of recovery. Okay, Three of Swords in reverse. The Empress. You see the child. She's expecting a child. Tell me more. See where we're going here with this. Here's the Page of Wands. That's the message of good news. That tells me the children, in my opinion, will be recovered. This is a good news message. The Empress is someone very nurturing, as if they're going to be found and brought to rest. I feel very positive about that. The Magician at the bottom of the deck, that's a card of communication, and it's a card of transformation. And this is the Six of Wands, which is victory. And the Three of Wands, this is going towards something creative, a positive outcome. The High Priestess, again, the truth. Yes, the children will be found. Okay. Okay, so we want to know, were there chemicals used? We want to know, the question was, was there chemicals used? Are the bodies affected by chemicals? That was the question. Spirit does this with me. They give me the background story. They'll give me messages in different orders. They kind of like to set the scene with me and then give me the answers. So we'll go back to the whispers here and we'll ask, were there, that one came out, organized crime. Oh, and the bottom of the deck, trapped. Okay. I'll just set these up here because I haven't even. To me, that reads like that was the idea, you know, to encase them in something. Allegedly, in my opinion, no facts here. Just reading the energies, just reading cards here, and forwarded on messages from Spirit. So tell me more about the chemicals. What can you tell me about these seductions, please? Oh. Paper trail, yes, we're on the right track. Follow the paper trail. What else? Okay, assassination, murder for hire. Okay. Can you tell us more about the actual chemicals? You want me to use this one? The other half of the whispers. Come out. Social media. Oh, quite a few come out there. Justice, karma. I want to tell us that there will be justice for this. Yeah, they're referring back to drama, acting, the medical emergency. That's in my opinion, what has been said by the stepfather and the stepmother. That the story is exactly what it says on the page there. Not true. Okay, I don't think we're getting any more out of that deck. Let's move to the Trish James deck and see what they can give us. What can you give us, Spirit, about the children? Just like the cards to tell us what they want to tell us. And see what comes out. What would you like to tell us about the children? Even to validate what we already have and what previous readers already have would be good. Tunnel or underground? Wow. Same card. I must have put that other card back. Wasn't that the first card that came out? Yes, it was. There we go. Wow. What else can you give us, please? What else can you give us about the children and where they are, please? What else can you give us? Family connection. Yeah. Okay. What else, please? What else can you tell us? Secrets exposed. Exposed secrets. That's on top of the Empress and the Page of Wands, the good news coming in regards recovery. I've seen this card at the bottom of the deck, but it actually came out there. Please find me. And check the timing at the bottom of the deck. Well, we know it has come out that the children were actually seen on the day before it was said. So we have that. Let's just see if we can get anything else from this little deck. What else can you tell us? Can you tell us anything about location, please? Can you tell us anything more about location? Thank you so much for tunnel, underground. But if there's anything else you can give us, that would be wonderful. Deal, organized. Again, we have organized. So this person was helped. Okay. Given us validation of that. At the bottom of the deck, we have Hanged Man. Where did we see the Hanged Man? I got the Hanged Man previously in this reading, and you see when I see the rope, you see the way he's hanging there? Oh. Spirit are really coming in strong with that card. What is the significance of the Hangman? The Hangman can have many meanings. can mean sacrifice as well. They come in there to protect me, basically, when I said that. So I want to clarify it. What is the significance of the Hangman, please, in this reading? The burden. This is the heavy burden of what's happened to the children. Tell us more. The Nine of Wands. 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. Okay. 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. The 9 of Wands is we're nearly there. Don't give up. What else, please? The significance of the Hanged Man, please. 7 of Cups in reverse. It's clarity. It's getting clarity. Tell me more. About, there's the Tower. Getting clarity about what is about to unfold. I do feel they are going to find them. I really do. Clarify the Tower, please. Please clarify the Tower. The Sun in reverse, so that's hidden. That's the darkness. The Sun is the light. Oh, the 10 of Discs. So this is, you know, the happy family. The, you know, it's your joy. It's everything. It's everything that you want. And the Page of Discs just is the bottom. This is the child, and it's also the manifestation coming in. There's the 2 children, 2 pages. Look at that. Boy and a girl. The 9 of Swords in reverse. So this is the recovery again. And there's the Hangman. How much more clarification do you need of that? So the Hangman is just a delay, is what they're telling us. And it's just a matter of time until this tower actually falls and the darkness is brought to light. Give me one more card for that 10 of Discs. Just clarify that 10 of Discs for my viewers, please, Spirit. Clarify the 10 of Discs. That's the 10 of Pentacles. Please clarify it. It came out on its side, the 5 of Cups. So this is like the delay. So the 5 of Cups is regret, it's sadness. But you see the way she's not looking at the 2 cups there. The 2 cups are there, but she doesn't really see them because she's looking elsewhere. So this is the 2 children. And the 2 of Discs is found in the balance. Okay. We're putting everything together. Okay. In order to be complete. The Pentacles again, the 2 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. Feel like this is a turning point. 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So why the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Discs? To clarify the 10 of Pentacles. This is where the children are. The four of Pentacles. Four of Discs in this deck, which is Pentacles. So the 4 of Discs is being very closed in, very hemmed in. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, one of the discs is on the head, and his feet are on a disc, and he holds a disc around his heart, and it just gives you that feeling of, just being very, very closed off, but in a physical way. I'm looking at this card. It's like that this is where you need to look. Stop looking here, look here, in order to bring the balance, the two of discs. And there's she standing on land, and there's water again. And the four of discs again, what I just explained. Yeah. Look at all the twos. How many twos we have here? And this is going in another direction. Two of wands. And the bottom of the deck, the king of wands. So he has the power. And this would be law enforcement. This would be taking action. You have the power to take action. Five of swords. This is like the fight, the will to move forward. Three of wands. Chariot, to move forward with great speed. Again, the chariot, it moves in two different directions. The reference to the two again for victory and success. The six of wands. The ace of swords for the truth. The magician. Wow. That's it. It's the magic. The transformation. Eight of wands. Look at all these wands. This is all the action. I feel this is the action being taken. I know one other tarot reader said that law enforcement, she's a medium, had been in touch with her and we're looking into her findings. I am going to, after this reading, go on and find I think someone put up the details of where you get in touch with the Canadian police, and I'm going to look that up, and I'm going to just write an email and tell them about my findings, because they must be listening to mediums, because they listened to her and they got back to her and they told her that they were taking action. And she also was talking about this area. I know she had been. In order to find justice. They're giving me the whole story here. From not paying attention to paying attention. Four of Cups in reverse. Having the strength to do it. Celebration, Three of Cups. Moving focused and quickly, the fastest knight in the deck. After walking away from the direction that they were in. Ten of Swords, recovery. Finding the children. After a long time, Knight of Discs. Wow, guys, I was listening to one of those profilers of crime cases, and she was saying that only 95% of bodies are actually found by law enforcement when they go out to find, bodies that have people that have gone missing, and obviously crimes. And she said the majority of people who find them are just people who are out maybe, fishing or, doing something else, or just happen to be in the area. So that was quite a depressing piece of information I got. But hopefully that will happen. And as I say, rest assured, I will be emailing the Canadian law enforcement and letting them know what I have found. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. And pray that the children will be found. As always, guys, I would like to send out love and light to the children. If you'd like to join me. And then we'll pull a few cards from the light deck and see what spirit would like to tell us about recovery and about illumination. Okay, so if you just like to center yourselves in your seats, straighten your back, just allow your energy to drop down, 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 down into your hips. Settle yourself in your seat. Bring your energy down, 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 down through your feet, down, down, down into the center of the earth. And just imagine you have a wrecking ball going down from the soles of your feet into the earth. And it's just keeping you really solidly safe and secure on top of the earth. Now bring a color up from the earth. Any color. Bring it up, 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 up through your feet, up, up, up through your body, lighting up all of your chakras, up, up, up into your head. Put yourself in a bubble and push that bubble out of the top of your head. And just imagine yourself going up, 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 up through the room that you're in, up through the night sky, up through the universe, up through the light and the dark, up, up, up through the jelly-like substance, which is the planes of existence, the laws of attraction, all of the laws, up, 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 more light, more dark. You will come to a beautiful golden light. This is the light of the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Jesus, Mother Mary, Buddha, all of the masters, up, 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 up into a pearly iridescent light, and just allow your bubble to burst, which is you. This beautiful pearly iridescent light, and just send out your love. And let's bring in the violet flame to transmute in a wave of beautiful purple all of the area around where we suspect the children are and beyond. As Saint Germain, the violet flame, and the angels of the violet fire, and Archangel Zadkiel to come forward and assist us in sending love and light and illumination to these children. It's done, is done, is done, and so it is. Now I want you just to visualize a beautiful pink light going out into the area in question and out beyond. And then we're going to bring our energy down through everything we've gone up through before, down. And we're going to center in our hearts that is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Thank you so much, guys, for doing that. So now let's pull some light cards. And let's ask the angels what they'd like to bring forward to help us find some peace in regards to these two children. Conquering fear starts today. Balance needed. Karma is at the bottom of the deck, and tying the knots of karma. So this is the light and the dark, okay? And this is the fear. That we all feel. We need to move out of the fear, and we need to move into love. And because it will be love that will reveal, not fear. Fear just attracts more fear, more darkness. So they're telling us, please concentrate on the love and the light. Okay, I've given that message, Spirit. If we do that and everyone concentrates on the love and the light, what can we expect to see in regards to these two children? action, movement needed. So that is, hopefully it'll be police force. Listening to the information being given by all of us working here in the community. Wow. Joy and happiness. Oh. Listen and take note. Wake up call, the clarion call. That's lovely, isn't it? That's lovely. Thank you so much for that, Spirit. Let's just ask for an angel message for the children. I have a new angel deck here. It's a number deck, and I want to use it and see what it comes out in regards to the two children, children, Jack and Lilly Sullivan. It's too many. I just want one. Just want one, please. Just one, please. A message of hope, please. A message of hope in regards to the children is what we would like. Thank you. That's the one. Creative flow. Interesting, the word flow there, isn't it? Your angels are telling you that the creative flow of ideas is coming fast now. There is a lot being fed to you, and it's not essential that you remember or absorb it all right now. Sit quietly in meditation for a few minutes and write down anything that comes up. Continue to write things throughout the day. I think that's a message for me, to persist with this case. And they're telling me that, in my opinion, that I'm on the right track. I'd like to get that clarified for everyone watching. I obviously feel it in my heart, but for you guys, I just like to do that and see, to get these cards all together first, all over the place. There we go. That's it. All right. So just clarify, please, Spirit, why you give me the creative flow card for our viewers. Your angels are telling you that the creative flow of ideas is coming fast now. There is a lot being fed to you, and it's not essential that you remember or absorb it all right now. Sit quietly in meditation for a few minutes and write down anything that comes up. Continue to write things down throughout the day. I feel that there's probably stuff that's come out in this video, in my words, that I'm going to, when I watch this video, that I'll get more information from Spirit. I feel like that's what they're telling me, but we'll get them to clarify it for you. So, Six of Discs, so that's equal give and take. Six of Discs. About an evil deed, the devil, and about working together with the community. Three of Discs. Tell me more. Working together to bring balance. Tell me more. Why the Six of Discs? That one come out on its side, the Hierophant. So in this case, I feel the Hierophant is law enforcement, equal give and take in regards to the institution. Hierophant is an institution, which would be the law. Yeah, they're not seeing clearly at the minute. Two of Swords. But they will come out of this overwhelm, and they will find the truth. This is obviously the two children, but it's in reverse, you know. It's the parents and the two children, but to close off this case, the world closing off a cycle. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. We'll keep positive, and I will be on again talking about this, guys. When I listen, I do feel there will be more that will come through, and hopefully maybe I'll get some information back from my email. If I do, I'll come on and let you know. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.